Okay, so today is Wednesday, October 18th. It's a Wednesday, hump day update, midweek update on my trades. So here's the S&P for the last several weeks, or going back to July actually. You can see right here is what we did today. It was a nice, healthy down day, like down 60 some points or something. So let's take a look at our money glitch trades we have on and see how they're doing. So here is the first one I want to look at. So this is these are all money glitch trades that expire this week, in 2 days from now, on Friday. And these are 1 week trades. So I put these on, I believe, on either last Friday or Monday. So they're just a couple days into this trade. And this one here is showing a current profit of 1,433, which looks good. And actually, this trade I adjusted towards the end of the day. So if I had not adjusted it, which I'll show you in a second, without the adjustment, this is where we would be, right here. And then with the adjustment, looks like this. So here's the same trade with the adjustment that I made. I made this right towards the end of the day, just because the S&P was really continuing to tank and continuing downward. So if it continued doing that for the rest of the week, I would just hate to have lost the ability to make more money on the downside. So basically I just made a quick little tweak to the trade. I take this leg here, I rose it up, and so now you can see that if it crashes all the way down to zero, we have at least a guaranteed profit of 1,050. But we're still within this tent, and we're still pretty delta neutral on it. So just if it doesn't tank, if it just kind of stays where we're trading where it's at, or if it just backs up a little bit and kind of goes back up just a tad, within the next 2 days, this trade expires in 2 days. There's a lot of theta opportunity here to bring out a lot more profit. So again, without the adjustment, it looked like this. This is it without the adjustment, and without the adjustment, you can see the guaranteed loss to the downside was $350. And again, just because it was tanking, and if it continued tanking the rest of the week, I just want to get kind of a jump on it and raise this leg up to bring in more guaranteed profit to the downside, but at the same time without losing the theta hump that we got going, and that will continue to rise up over the next couple days. So the adjustment was just taking this side of it, raising it up like this, and you can see now where before it was $350 guaranteed profit to the downside, now it's about 1,050, and we're still in a good position theta wise here. All right, so that's money glitch trade number one. Let's take a look at money glitch trade number two now. Okay, so here's trade number two. This is the money glitch trade number two. This one is also a 1 week trade that expires on Friday, so there's just 2 days left on this trade. And this is after the adjustment was made. Just like the first one, I made an adjustment on this trade halfway through the day, and I just rose this lower leg up and locked in some profits. But at the same time, in doing so, I also raised up the upside leg. So at this point, we're totally above the zero line. So this is a totally risk-free trade at this point. If it crashes down to zero, I'll make $770. If it skyrockets to the moon, I'm guaranteed to make at least $156 up here. And I still have this nice little tent area here, this theta tent. So if it backs up, if the S&P kind of rebounds a little bit over tomorrow or Friday, I could still get in here and I could get some of this profit here on this slope. So that's trade number two. This trade is mostly peeled back now because I hit the point before. Let's look at it before the adjustment was made, which looks like this. So this is the trade before the adjustment was made today. And you can see on this unadjusted position, we had a guaranteed profit all the way down to the bottom of $740. But we had risk up here on the upside, a risk of $1,626. And just as the market moved down and got good ways outside of this tent here, we're at a little point here where you can see that pink 0-day line. That's just kind of rising and just a little bit over the blue line. So the thinking behind this adjustment that was made was that if it continues down, I'm guaranteed to make 740. But if I adjust it now, I can capture some of those additional profits that are beyond that. Like if you look at it now, you can see that the current position is 874. So just kind of like a preemptive move. If it were to continue down, I adjusted it, rose this leg up a little bit, made it a risk-free trade by taking this upside leg and raising it above the zero line, but still leaving the trade on just in case there's like a rebound in the SPX and it comes up in this area. There's still more profit opportunity in this area that I don't want to lose. So I made the adjustment, And again, the adjustment looks like this, like so. Again, what this adjustment did was just raise up this line here. So now we're at 770 here on the downside, which is just about the same or a little bit more than it was. But it made this trade completely risk-free now by bringing up this upper end of the trade above. So it's 156 guaranteed profit to the upside, and still have the opportunity to milk a little bit more if it comes back into this area within the next 2 days. So that's Money Glitch trade number 2. And then there's one more. Let's look at the third one. All right, so here's Money Glitch number 3, the third and final trade for this week. And this is a 1 week trade as well. It expires in 2 days, so it's a 1 week long trade. And we have 2 more days in this. And right now we're right here. So we have a current profit showing in this trade of 2,105. And this trade, there was a slight adjustment made to it. I just took up, I just kind of slimmed it up a little bit. I just kind of peeled back some of the options that were on this side of it, on the side that was closest to where we're trading at. Basically because I've captured most of the available profit in this trade that I would be able to capture by end of week. You can see all the way down to the downside. We have a guaranteed profit of 21.10. So I just made the adjustment, peeled some of these off just to kind of buy myself a little bit more room here to the upside in case there's like a rebound over the next couple of days. Again, with these trades, I want to keep the underlying price as far away from this middle point here, this little V shape, as possible. So just by peeling some of this off, I just bought myself a little bit more insurance without really losing any of the upside potential. And this trade looks really good as well. This looks like it could, if the market continues down, I can just let these options expire and bank the 2,110 bucks. If it takes off to the upside, there's a guaranteed profit of 7,906, which is really unlikely over 2 days to get up here. But there's also this area here where if it does rebound and we come in this area, there's this slope here where if I'm watching it closely, I could maneuver and milk some additional profits out of this. You can see that the slope comes up all the way up to this point here, which is at 20K, 20,000 at the top of that. And then, just various prices all the way down through there. So if it stays where it's at now or lower, I'm guaranteed 2,110. If the SPX rebounds over the next couple days, there's the potential for some more profit in here. So that's trade number 3. So that's all 3 Money Glitch trades for this week. I'll probably be looking at putting next week's trades on either tomorrow or Friday, and then we'll come back and I'll do one last final update on this for the weekend to see exactly where all these came out. But all 3 of these positions look really good, and it looks like I should be able to bank like $3,000 to $4,000, maybe even $5,000 this week in a 1 week trade, which is a great return, especially when you consider that the risk is so small, or there's no risk at all on some of these trades. And then lastly, real quick, I kind of stumbled across this cool thing with the other trade, the Paradox trade that I was showing you, which is turning out to work out really well this week. And I'm going to make a video on that as well, but it won't be today, maybe tomorrow or Friday. So just kind of be on the lookout for that trade coming up. It's the Paradox trade part 2. Keep an eye out for that. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel below so you can be alerted when that video comes out, as well as all the other videos I'm going to be doing. I'm doing a whole series of videos on these trades. I'm calling anti-gravity trades. So to make sure that you don't miss those, make sure you subscribe below and also join me on my website. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. All right, that's it for today. See you next time.